Hi guys, it's Crow, Crow's Crow, and today we're going to be going over the brand new Gigantamax forms revealed just yesterday. And I promise I will never do that intro again. Alright, well moving on to everything, we were revealed with 5 brand new Gigantamax forms. 3 of them do seem to be kind of bonus goofy Gigantamax forms we'll go into, but then we have 2 new Gigantamax forms for Butterfree and Charizard. Well, let's just dig right into it. Starting off, we have a special bonus. If you have saved data for the Let's Go Pikachu game, you will get Gigantamax Pikachu. And let's read the description for this big boy. All the electricity it generates in the sacs on its cheeks is stored in its tail. In battle, it will strike opponents with its tail and send a jolt of electricity through them as great as any lightning strike. It becomes so powerful that now it can produce enough electricity to rival a power plant. However, using this electricity to help people's homes seems difficult, as Pikachu can only remain Gigantamax for a short time. Gmax Goldrush. Any electric type move used by Gigantamax Pikachu will change to the Gmax Goldrush, which will deal damage and cause paralysis to all opponents on the field, which is really powerful. Alright, our Gigantamax Pikachu has the power of a power plant. That is crazy. Now, the Gigantamax Pikachu's design does seem to be based on the OG Pikachu, the big ol' thick boy Pikachu, and I love it. I love the fact that the Gigantamax clouds are right around where its tail is. I know that the clouds kind of exist there for every Pokemon, but in this case, it kind of does look like his tail is summoning up a lightning storm. I do think that this is a very, very cute, somewhat goofy, very Pokemon thing to do for Pikachu. Moving on, though, if you have the Let's Go Eevee games, of course you will get a Gigantamax Eevee. Now, I'm not as big of a fan of this one. It seems like they just took a regular Eevee, made it very large, and then made the little fur coat around it even fluffier. The special move it gets is Gmax Cuddle, which makes absolute sense. The fur around its neck has become extra fluffy and luxurious thanks to Gigantamax power. Any opponent caught in this fur becomes enamored with Eevee and loses the will to fight. Gigantamaxing has caused Eevee to become more rambunctious than ever, and it will attempt to play with any opponent. However, it often ends up crushing its opponents due to its massive size. Wow, can you just imagine a giant Eevee coming up to you to cuddle, and it just absolutely smashes you? I think the Gmax Cuddle is just Eevee trying to go up and get some cuddles on. I don't think it's trying to do any damage, and that's just sad. But, fortunately, if you survive the Gmax Cuddle, and you are of the opposite nature as Eevee, well, then you will be infatuated from not having been smothered to death. All praise Eevee. And now for the tall boy, the big tall boy Meow. I love this thing so much. I love it more than I should. It is very goofy. It just looks crazy. Again, much like with Pikachu, this does seem to be kind of taken from the OG design for Meowth, where he happened to have a little bit of a longer body, although this seems to just be taking it to ridiculous proportions. I don't know, though. I am a major fan of this. I kind of want to use one in-game. I know it probably won't be any good, but I just love this thing. Gigantamaxing has caused Meowth's body to stretch to astounding lengths. You can say that again. And the coin on its head has also become massive. The giant coin can emit a torrent of Gigantamax power, filling the surrounding area with a powerful golden gleam. Meowth loves shiny objects, and when it sees skyscrapers lined with glass, it won't be able to resist the urge to sharpen his claws on them. This behavior can cause considerable damage, such as wearing down the exterior walls and breaking windows. Gmax Goldrush. Normal type moves used by Gigantamax Meowth will change to Gmax Goldrush, which will deal damage to the opponent and leave coins scattered on the ground. Essentially a very souped up, powerful version of Payday. So I got a cat, and I can guarantee if my cat were ever giant, it would absolutely use skyscrapers or literally anything in its path as a scratching post. That is just what cats do. Meowth, I love you. Now, there were some rumors that happened a while back in which they said we would be getting a Gigantamax Pokemon form that was supposed to remind us of Mothra. And when I first saw these glowing luminescent wings on Butterfree, it immediately made me think of Godzilla King of the Monsters Mothra when they do that wing thing from the waterfall. I don't know. This is beautiful, though. This is everything that I wish we would have gotten in a mega form for Butterfree. I thought it was always wrong that Beedrill was given one, Butterfree wasn't, and I'm just so excited to see this thing getting some love. It looks beautiful. Let's go and read the description. Its most notable feature is its blinding wings, which have grown to gigantic proportions. The light on its wings comes from their scales, which can inflict paralysis, poisoning, or sleep on its opponents. These scales are Butterfree's most effective weapons. Butterfree's vast wings can stir up the wind strong enough to lift a 10-ton truck just by flapping. This wind also scatters poisonous scales around the area, so simply being near this Pokemon is very dangerous. That is so cool. Basically, if it's just flying around flapping its wings, you will likely be poisoned, crippled, or fall asleep just by being in its path. That is crazy powerful. Gmax Befuddle. Bug-type moves used by Gigantamax Butterfree will change to Gmax Befuddle, which will deal damage to the opponent and cause them to become poisoned, paralyzed, or fall asleep. Speaking of power, though, let's not deny the absolute dinosaur Giganta Digimon form of Charizard. This thing looks metal AF. I mean, come on. Giant wings of flame? What is going on with Charizard? I was having a discussion with Origami, who does videos on the channel here with us, and he told me this thing legitimately does look like a Digimon. And the more I look at it, the more I cannot deny it. It looks way more intense than regular Charizard, or even Charizard's Mega forms. I am in love with this guy, and I can't see anyone who could hate Mega Charizard. Or, rather, the new Gigantamax Mega Charizard Flames of Wing form. And I called him Mega Charizard. The flames inside its body have become stronger and now fire erupts from its mouth and horns in addition to its tail. It seems that the strength of the flames increases when Charizard roars. Charizard's flames have become enhanced with Gigantamax power and now form wings on its back. These wings are hotter than magma, and Charizard can fire them off to scorch its opponents. Now, fire-type moves used by Gigantamax Charizard will change to Gmax Wildfire, which will set up a fire spin, which will deal damage to an opponent. So, seemingly, any non-fire type Pokemon that switches into a Gigantamax Charizard after it's used its Gmax Wildfire will take damage for the next 5 turns. That's pretty neat. I mean, the idea of a Pokemon literally being so hot that it causes damage just by being nearby it. It kind of sounds like a very broken Pokemon ability. And now it's a very broken Pokemon attack. Go Charizard. Every generation they try to show the original Kanto stars some love. If this is what they gave us with Charizard, I am excited to see the forms for both Blastoise and, of course, your big boy Venusaur. Alright everybody, that's the video. There have been some other Gigantamax forms revealed previously that we didn't cover because, well, we didn't exist when they were revealed. Hopefully when the games are out, we can go back, revisit not only those older forms, not only these forms, but get to see some of the ones that haven't been revealed yet, and maybe even do another video if you guys are interested. Please go ahead and drop us a like, leave us a comment, let us know what your thoughts are on these new Gigantamax forms, and please, if you can, help us share the video. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.